we feeling?
Good. Good. We starting. We're officially starting. Yeah, beautiful day. It's hot, but you know, make it work. Stay in the shade. Get the job done. Move it. You don't have to move it. So yeah, this is pretty much past that tree line. You see like the fence and where the tree line starts. That's where the discovery was made of all the mass graves. So pretty much all the markers, you see like orange and pink markers, like each marker represents someone, a person at one point. And I think what we were talking about earlier, it's despite the history, it's like extremely peaceful though. It's like a overwhelming sense of peace, if that makes sense. Where, yes, you can feel, of course, the presence, but at the same time, it does feel like they're at peace. But they have a lot to say. A lot to say. We definitely wanted to document this process of this documentary because first and foremost, I never saw myself as a documentarian. I'm a lover of film and like thriller, horror films and narrative type stories. Like that's my thing. But when I came across this history that I'm personally connected to 3 years ago, before I even knew I wanted to do a documentary, I knew I wanted to do something to capture the story. And all these years later, now we're starting this process. I definitely wanted to, of course, document it in the best way possible through the documentary itself, but also just find a way for us to kind of capture the behind the scenes look of what went into this whole process, just because, again, like I said, I didn't see myself as a documentarian, and this whole process has really surprised me in terms of all the amazing connections and folks that we've connected with, different partners that we have that are supporting this project. I think the beautiful thing is that I know that everything that has come together over these past 4 months is completely guided by the ancestors and them supporting this project from the sidelines. I think I've definitely felt their presence throughout this whole process, and I think that's why this organically and naturally has all really come together.
So right now we're just preparing to shoot chapel shot and whatnot. First we're going to be doing the long walkway, same with Malachi and the person we're interviewing, and then after that's when we'll get started setting up the lights and whatnot for the interview itself. It's going to be really good. It's going to look dope, super professional, super clean. We'll have that good little cinematic look and whatnot. So yeah, excited to show you guys the work we created.
How's everything going so far?
It is going. It's definitely going. Our last setup for the day, then it's a whole wrap. Pretty productive for the most part, on schedule, so can't complain. Not just like a slightly little bit behind, but hey, one production moves in time.
You right.
But yeah, we're doing good. Being from PG County, I never would have thought that, you know, I had like this deep connection to this region through this story. you know, it's an unfortunate part of history that wasn't known until recent. And I think that kind of just goes to show with like history when it comes to slavery in Maryland. It's like there's so much that we don't know, that we're starting to put things together. We're starting to connect the dots, and I think that's the beautiful part of what we can do as artists is in our own way, in our own authentic voice, is just use art just to keep stories like this alive. Just because I want to ensure that this space is preserved, just to make sure that this land remains sacred ground is extremely important. So we're here today just to highlight this story because it's an integral part of the story when it comes to the Poppaw Queen, Mary Queen, and definitely more to come.